police are saying they have containment of any nuclear fallout, so there is no danger to the public. But obviously the police are urging people to keep away from the Sizewell area. I think John has the exclusion area around Sizewell, do we?
We don't actually have that yet, Mark, but I can confirm that
Joanna!
Steve, what are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm offering you an exclusive.
I can't talk now. You can see what's going on.
And I can tell you why it's happening. I can tell you who's behind it. I can tell you it's going to keep on happening.
I'll give you 5 minutes.
Oh, why so generous?
Make that 3.
You've got to listen to me, Joanna.
I watched your comeback, Steve, and I have to say I was not impressed.
The reason I was shamed on the Knowles programme is precisely because I was right. Can't you see that? Ryle had been renewed.
Do you expect me to believe that?
Take a close look at the copper in charge of the inquiry. It'll be Gates. And the reason it'll be Gates is because he knows how to bury the reasons it's happened
This
better
is as
than
far as
anybody
it
else.
goes,
When
Steve.
were my instincts ever wrong? Just tell me. Once.
That was then, Steve. That was before.
I'm the
It was
same person I always was. If you just wake up and see that.
No, Steve. Do you realise how far I've gone down the road for you? Because it's you.
Oh, so you're just humouring me. You're just doing me a favour.
I wanted to believe that you hadn't lost your touch. I wanted to believe that we could work together again.
Same old Joanna never took a risk in her life unless I took 10 times the risk first. What?
The computers are down. Shit, that's all I need.
What software do you use?
Zentex.
Exactly. Zentex is owned by the Leonards. More Sweet Hope survivors.
News still seems to be coming in of some kind of terrorist attack. Chief Superintendent Philip Gates, who is heading up this inquiry, had this to say.
The explosion succeeded because the computer-operated security system was sabotaged.
Have you any ideas who
There is
did
one
it?
man in particular we would like to assist us with our inquiries.
What's his name?
Stephen Blake. We do have a picture of him.
You honestly think I'd be
Steve
responsible for
Blake.
that?
We'd like to interview this man as soon as possible in connection with this terrorist act. He is dangerous and may be armed. Do not, I repeat, do not approach him. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's all. I'm sorry.
Call security.
What?
Call security.
Let's take a look at that photograph again. Steve Blake, the major suspect in this affair. As you've just heard,
don't
the
come
police
near
were
me.
quite clear.
What,
that
you
this
think
is a
what?
very
You
dangerous
calm down.
act.
Take it easy. Calm down.
We'll keep you updated on any progress there. Now,
What? Third floor. Third floor. Armed terrorists. Move!
Something tells me you're going to need a new secretary.
You're going to need a new career. Come on. I've got a lot of favours to call in. I'm going to get someone to listen.
Just do what you can.
I'll do better than that, I promise. Come on! Take the stairs. Take the stairs, go on! Go. Quick! He's on the roof! He's on the roof!
Where is it? Newsroom. Third floor.
Third floor.
Good night, sir.
It has, of course, been both interesting and useful. Very, very useful. But now I'm afraid that they...
Yes. They know too much.
Too much. It's time we reeled them in.
Reel them in. I understand. Leave it with me.
Yes. Good. Good.
Am I glad to see you? I've been trying to get hold of you to warn you. I've been checking the medical records of some of the other Sweet Hope survivors. 2 of them died last year, the same story as Philip Boyd. Minor accidents, no serious injuries, sudden collapse after treatment. But they weren't treated with saline solution.
So why did Boyd die?
Well, certainly the saline solution didn't help. But I think what actually killed him was pure oxygen.
Oxygen? How?
The only substance I could find in common with the other victims. I mean, oxygen is given as a matter of course by paramedics.
That's what Elizabeth Madigan was trying to tell me the day before she died.
Sorry?
Well, she said we cannot share your air. We must breathe our own. Maybe they can only survive in an atmosphere that has carbon in the air. What if they need an atmosphere with an even lower oxygen content and even higher pollutants?
Well, they're going to be partying tonight then, aren't they?
More reports of copycat attacks are coming in from around the world. A short while ago on this program, we heard from our Washington correspondent, Jeremy Gill. Apparently, the authorities are now saying that it was a coordinated...
Maybe we should...
No. Steve will get here.
Meanwhile, the death toll continues to rise in what is, after all, a very densely populated area. And I believe we're just getting pictures through from the Yagamaki reactor in Japan. Our Far East correspondent, Stephen Gowdy, is on the line. Hello, Stephen. Stephen, are you there?
Yes, Andrew, and I can hear you, and as you can probably see on your screens right now, the scale of this disaster is still unfolding. The local population have been particularly badly hit with the hospital.
All units ready for you now, sir. Alpha unit on line 1.
Gates to Alpha unit. Gates to Alpha unit, over.
Alpha unit receiving, sir.
Response to the Sizewell incident is still coming in. James Wilson of British Nuclear Power has repeated his claim that the media is whipping the country into a state of mass psychosomatic illness, while Sir James Buchanan, speaking on behalf of the opposition.
Yeah, we've picked up the suspect on the A11, sir, pursuing him. Do you want us to pull him over?
No, just follow him for now.
Very good, sir. He's going round again. You flaming pillar! Alpha unit, sir, we've lost him at the Posic roundabout.
You'll find him on the B1065.
Yeah, well, that takes him back on himself, sir.
B1065 heading north.
Let's see what you can do.
He's taken the Windmill Lane turn.
Very good, sir. What does Gates do there? Has he got an eye in the sky or something?
He's off the road. Blake's off the road. Look for the Thompson's Quarry sign.
Thompson Quarry. This guy's better than Uri Geller.
I hope he's good at bending metal, because he's going to play Mario with my suspension.
Where is he?
Come on.
He's near water. He's near water.
What's he on about? He's right.
I wonder if he does racing tips.
We've located the suspect's car, sir. No sign of the suspect right now. No sign at all, sir. Could be anywhere, sir.
He must be there. Find him.
Perhaps you could be a bit more specific, sir.
He's at the quarry. Don't leave until you find him.
Any sign of the suspect? See things? Too dark out here. Around the other side.
That'll be £76.50, mate.
It's a bit steep, isn't it?
Double rate after midnight and during national emergencies.
By the way, somebody's left their suitcases in the back.
They're mine, mate. I'm off out of it.
Keep the change.
Oxygen.
It makes sense, Steve. We had the right plan, but the wrong weapon. We were right that an attack weakens all of them.
I remain to be convinced about this psychic network.
Well, how else do you explain the simultaneous nosebleeds that happened when Elizabeth Madigan died?
I don't know. Coincidence? Mass hysteria?
No, exactly the same thing happened with Philip Boyd's death.
And it's happening all over the world. When one of them dies, they're all weakened.
It's not much of an Achilles heel, but it's all we have. If enough of them die simultaneously...
Do you realize how crazy this all sounds?
Well, it's not just that. What about the Zentex connection?
Software collapses from time to time. It can get infected with viruses. We all know that.
Okay, so how do you explain the autopsy results you did, the tissue cultures you examined?
I don't know. Yet.
Oxygen. That's it. Of course, that's why they couldn't find me.
Have I missed something?
When I was hiding from them, I was underwater. I was breathing nitrox. Nitrox is high in pure oxygen. It must have interfered with their tracking device.
Hang on, what tracking device?
Every move I've made, they've been there first. To begin with, I thought it was the car that was bugged, but it has to be me.
They've bugged you? What with?
I don't know. You tell me.
When did you last use the oxygen?
4 hours ago.
So if your theory is right, they can
pick me up again. They'll know where I am now.
Slow down a bit. Who knows?
Philip Gates.
We've got him.
He knows we're here. He knows where we are.
There's no back way, a fire escape, anything.
What's the point, Steve? We'll never get to my car now.
Here. Use mine. It's parked around the side. Use the small door behind reception. Wait. You better take this. Take it easy. It won't last forever.
Thanks.
Save your breath.
Shut it down. You know what it looks like.
Shut it down.
You stay here. I'll go collect. And keep your eyes open.
It's Ferguson. Can't get to the car.
Come on.
What now?
Can I help you? Have you lost something?
Where are they?
Where are who?
They won't get far. I'd really like to know why they came here at all.
It's a bit like smoking ultra mild.
So what is it that you had to offer them?
They came to me for explanations
Of what?
of why a man should die and come back to life, of why the death of one should affect so many, and above all, they wanted to know why someone's internal organs were burnt to a cinder when he had suffered no apparent injury.
The autopsy. I believe the whole event's on video.
Standard practice. It's here if you want to take it. There are also some tissue cultures.
I didn't know you'd taken them.
Normal procedure.
And you have examined them. All in the interest of science, of course.
All pretty inconclusive stuff. I'm sure your boys could do better. Will that be all?
I think it will, until we question the suspects themselves.
You'll never guess what they said about you. They think you're an alien.
The sooner we get that pair out of harm's way.
You know, their theories intrigue me. Science is full of imponderables. Even Isaac Newton described himself as a child playing on the shore.
Well, I'd hardly call their ravings theories, would you?
Perhaps they're searching for a way to explain the inexplicable, like all good scientists.
But you don't believe them.
Of course not. But I do like to keep an open mind. So I wonder, purely in the interest of science, would you mind taking a few breaths of this? It's only oxygen.
I'm Joanna Ball. I've come to see Oliver James.
I'm afraid Mr. James is in a meeting at the moment, with another one lined up right behind.
Who's expecting me? Gerald Cranley Thomas has already called.
It could be hours.
I'll wait.
Yes.
Let's get moving.
Is he online?
Not yet, but he wants to be found.
Bases have been put on full alert. The Prime Minister said in the
So if you're out there, it's probably hot. And also, that's the A11 in Cambridgeshire, and all roads leading south and west. Heavy congestion amounting to total gridlock in many areas. And now over to Christine with the weather report.
We should turn round. The longer it takes us to get to London, the more likely the
No, we've got to get to Joanna. She promised to go to the top. They'll believe her. She promised.
I don't trust her.
What?
Why do you think she's doing all this?
This isn't about us. Now turn off here.
What?
Here, turn off here. Look, there's a phone box. You can call Joanna. Pull over.
It's not working.
Stupid kids.
What now?
We find another way.
I can't see one. Can you see one? I can't see one anywhere.
Look, there's telephone lines. Follow the telephone lines. Must be a house or a shop or something.
It's closed.
Actually, you better do this.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, NPI newspapers.
Yeah, could I speak to Joanna Ball, please?
I'm afraid she's not here at the moment.
Oh, I see. Well, could you ask her to ring me on this number? 01263 511 990. Yeah, my name is Melissa Gates. Can you please tell her that it's very important?
Right, I'll give her the message on her return.
Yeah, thanks very much. She's going to call back.
I gathered. Thanks for making the call.
Could hardly have you saying I'm Britain's most wanted and here's my daytime number. Could we?
Oh, howdy.
Sleep in the ambulance. Take the oxygen with you. I'll come and get you when she calls back.
I might just do that.
Is this how you imagine the world would end?
Well, hold up in the backwoods of Norfolk in a long-forgotten station. No, I think I can safely say that is not what I had planned.
And did you see yourself holding a camera rather than an oxygen cylinder?
Taking photographs of the end of the world. Yeah, that's about a measure of me.
The you that was or the you that you are now?
Same thing.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I couldn't have...
You couldn't have what?
Nothing.
You couldn't have what?
I couldn't have fallen in love with the Steve Blake you used to be. Oh, forget it. Forget I said anything.
You don't mean it?
Of course I meant it. I don't want poetry, I don't want flowers, but I would like you to tell me how you feel.
And what? I would have thought that was obvious. I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Sorry?
He's ready to see you.
Joanna's called. She's told us what to do.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you more news of the incident
Όχι,
at
όχι,
Sci-Fi.
δεν το θέλω τούτο. Να βάλω λίγη μουσική. Έτσι, μπράβο. Τώρα είναι καλύτερα.
scared as I am.
They're on our side.
Answer the question.
Petrified.
Halt! Stand still and state your business.
Steve Blake, I was told to come here.
Advance and show your ID. One moment, sir. Watch it. Drive through, you're expected. Follow Captain Hindle, he'll show you through, sir.
Gina, commissaire.
Leave the keys in the vehicle, please, sir. Follow me. Wait here.
Steve! They said you'd arrived. You look terrible.
Thank you.
Don't say I never do anything for you, will you? Come on. We can't afford to waste any time. I moved a fair bit of heaven and earth to get through to this guy.
Oh, that's noted.
How did you get them to believe you?
I didn't have to. Turns out the MOD had been monitoring Gates for the last 6 months.
What? Well, if they knew, why didn't they act?
Apparently they decided to use him to smoke out anyone else involved. And they did nothing. They didn't expect the Sizewell attack to come so early. They think that was down to you.
Well, glad I could help.
It wasn't much help.
I know.
You can start to relax now, Steve. It's nearly over.
Where did you get the Ghostman story?
I thought you could give me first option on that. It's good to have you back.
Do sit down, I shall be a minute.
Steve?
It's nothing, it's just the headaches are back with interest.
I'm delighted to meet you. It really is very good to meet you both. We've been monitoring your efforts for some time now, and I have to say I'm most impressed. The nation will owe you a debt of gratitude when all this blows over.
Well, it's good to be somewhere safe.
It doesn't get much safer. Please, do sit down. No.
Could you tell us who you are exactly? Joanna seemed rather hazy.
My job isn't the sort you go shouting about. I'm military intelligence, head of special operations. At least that's one of my functions. I was brought in 6 months ago to look at the Gates situation at Central Ops and found, as you are aware, there was more to the whole thing than a police cover-up. Much more.
I see.
It must have been very hard for you, Melissa. Personal tragedy as well. Destiny. Of course, I only know the basic facts.
It's been difficult, yes.
Given the seriousness of the situation, we need all the information we can get on Gates and the others. Whatever you tell us will help us immensely to devise our future strategy.
Well, it's where to start, really. It's difficult to put things in place.
Whenever you're ready, Stephen. In your own good time.
Come on, Steve, you've told it often enough.
Let me try and fill in with some of what we know already. We know that the invasion is international, that the Sweet Hope incident was replicated in one form or another in various parts of the world. We believe that the invaders are not exactly human.
Well, we agree so far.
Right. We know that they are experts at infiltrating human technology, and that they seem to have a collective mentality which may give them certain shared weaknesses.
So what's it all for? What are they doing here?
Infiltrating key posts so they can stage a major nuclear detonation in the Antarctic. And this, of course, would destroy the ozone layer and melt the ice caps. An irradiated flood would destroy our civilization and make space for them.
And you know who they are, do you?
In a way, we all do. They're our past catching up with us. We believe they've been here before.
When?
About 5 billion years ago. Their biological makeup is remarkably similar to the first life forms on Earth. When oxygen changed the atmosphere, they couldn't survive.
But they can now.
20th century pollution seems to have done the trick. We've invited them back, so to speak. Well, Stephen, what have you to tell us?
I'm just trying to iron things out in my head. No, I don't know. Can I have a drink?
Please.
I'll get you one.
It's important to me that I get this right. I'm trying to get this right. It's where to start is. I think I have to start from the beginning. This all started before I met Melissa. I was involved in an accident with James Wilson, which I witnessed. My first instincts about this whole thing was so muddy.
Stephen, crap! It's Gates! Steve! Come on! To talk! Down!
They're going down. They're in the lift and they're going down.
They're heading for the bunker. Total shutdown.
Total shutdown, sir?
Total shutdown. I want the whole base on Alpha Alert. No way out.
This must be the basement.
Try now. No, locked.
Try it out, now.
It won't open! It won't open!
I told you wanted to be cool.
Way out! There must be a way out!
There is no way out. We're in a bunker!
It's Gates.
This is as far as it goes, Stephen.
Stay where you are! Well, very primitive, Steve. Very early Homo sapiens. Stay back! Stay back! What are you going to do with that egg, Steve? Gonna kill us all? Come on. Don't make it messier than it needs to be. Get back! So this is what it's come to. After all the invention, all the progress, all the arrogance, you're reduced to facing your nemesis with an axe. I think we arrived at the right time. Mankind has run out of ideas.
No! And you were so close, Stephen. So very, very close. If only you'd realized we're not infallible. We can be beaten.
But instead of beating us, you chose to help us. You know it's true. Cartwright, Ryle, Joanna. You led us to every one of them. Even Sarah Armstrong.
What have you done to Sarah?
Never wondered about those headaches, Steve.
Painful, but necessary.
Nowhere! You see, Steve, you're already one of us.
You can't make me believe that.
Why not make it official, Steve? Come on. Come to us.
Come to us.
No!
She doesn't come with you. I don't think you've got any choice in the matter, Steve.
Even if you kill me, it's not over. If I can figure you out, so can others.
You can't defeat evolution, and that's what this is. Right now, we're almost there. This is the end game.
We're not good. We're not bad. We're your destiny.
Your destiny. Do you know what defeated you in the end? Your imagination. You couldn't believe an invasion like this could ever happen. What were you expecting? Little green men? We're just like you.
It's our turn now.
Come on, Steve. Come on. Come and join Joanna. Never! No!
Reports are coming in from around the world of the deaths of key industrialists and leading
Bien qu'aucune organisation terroriste n'ait revendiqué la responsabilité des
наиболее вероятная версия проникновения
terrorism to that which accounted for the destruction of 7 nuclear power stations.
Washington today, the president received unanimous support for his proposed memorial to the victims of the global plague which has cut down so many promising careers and leaders of tomorrow.